The Outback is one of Subaru's most popular and iconic models, and for 2026, it's been completely redesigned from the ground up. We've got a sneak peek, so let's go look at the highlights. What's up, folks? I'm Dave Undercoffler, editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, a sister company to CarGurus. As you can see, this Outback has been completely rethought, and it's now more SUV than wagon. Plus, there's new tech on the inside and a new wilderness version to take you off-road. Let's go take a closer look. All right, let's start by taking a look at the exterior. As you can see, they went much more bold, more blocky, moving away from the station wagon look and more towards an SUV profile. So the front of the Outback has been completely redesigned. You still have fog lights down below, headlights are here, and these daytime running lights up here, and then a much more prominent, bold grille and a higher hood than previously. So as you can see on the side profile, it really is leaning much more into the SUV look rather than the wagon look. This is now 2 inches taller than the previous Outback. It's about half an inch wider. The wheelbase and the length are the same. You also notice that these C and D pillars are much more upright than the previous wagon. Again, that really reinforces that this is leaning more into that SUV type of styling. Finally, the back has also been redesigned. You'll see this horizontal light bar going all the way across. It's actually a little different on the Wilderness model. We'll show you that in just a minute. Another nice thing, if you own a current Outback and you try to put a trailer hitch, you may have had to alter the bumper. This generation now comes with a cover that's very easy to pop off when you need it. Finally, Subaru's also redesigned this hatch so it's now wider for easier access, and in the cargo area is now 2 cubic feet bigger than before. When it comes to powertrains, there really aren't that many changes for this generation versus the previous one. Base models will get a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 180 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. And then XT models like the one we have here have an optional 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Here it makes 260 horsepower, 270 pound-feet of torque. All Outback models, regardless of the engine, have a CVT type of gearbox with an 8-speed manual mode you can use. And of course, because it's a Subaru, standard all-wheel drive. All right, now to the interior, and this is another area where Subaru made some really big changes for 2026. If you were in the previous generation of Outback, you would remember this used to be one continuous screen that handled both the infotainment system and the climate control. The climate control was part of that touchscreen. They did away with that for the new generation, and I love that they made this change. Now you have physical buttons down below for the climate control. Everything is very cleanly laid out. You can find exactly what you're looking for. So I love that they made that change. And then up above, this is now a 12.1-inch screen. Has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. This screen is standard on all Outback models. And then in front of you, the instrument panel itself is now fully digital. This is a 12.3-inch screen, and it's configurable for different modes and different views. Subaru also made some other enhancements. They've upgraded the standard safety features that are available on all Outbacks. And then for the outdoorsy-minded folks, I love this bit of detail. The water bottle holder on both of these front doors is now not only able to hold a 32-ounce Nalgene water bottle, that's one of the big ones, but it's also carpeted. So when you have one in there, it's not rattling around in the hard plastic. That's a nice little touch that shows that Subaru really knows its outdoor customers. All right, now in terms of second row space, there is a little bit more room back here. I've got plenty of legroom. Legroom is about the same as the previous generation Outback. I have this seat to where I would have it if I were sitting up front. I'm 6'1", so there's plenty of room for taller adults, but headroom is up by about 1.4 inches. That's one of the benefits to going to a more SUV type of profile. You do have more headroom. And then because this car is a little bit wider, that translates into just a little bit more room back here in terms of width. Subaru will also offer the Wilderness trim on the Outback. This is the off-road oriented version. Some of the exterior highlights include this script running across the grille in the front. You also have these throwback fog lights down below that are reminiscent of the original Outback model from decades ago. And the rear hatch design is a little bit different. It doesn't quite have that horizontal light bar like on the regular Outback models. Instead, you've got this more blocky, off-road oriented style. Another big upgrade for the Wilderness is what Subaru is calling an e-damper. This is a completely revamped suspension that features electronically controlled dampeners that will actively adjust in real time. So when you're going off-road, this aims to smooth out some of those bumps and lumps you're gonna find on those trails. And finally, if you're looking to upgrade your Wilderness experience a little bit, Subaru has a new option package available that includes Napa leather seats that are ventilated up front and a moonroof. All right, folks, there you have it, our sneak peek at the 2026 Subaru Outback. So what do you guys think? Is this continuing the Outback name as it should, or does it miss the mark? Be sure to let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe so you can get alerts on all of our future updates, including test drives on this, which we will have later this year. If you are interested in this car, know that it goes on sale later this fall, and no matter what you're shopping for, new or used, be sure to check out CarGurus.com. We'll see you out there.